Recording has been started. So how was your day? How was your day? A little double, good, great, amazing, nice. Yeah. So what you have learned today? What's your learning from the morning session? Okay. You learn loop. Okay. Which loop? For loops. Nice. Let us see how much you have learned. Before that, we will take a quick recap. Yeah, hope my screen is visible to all of you. So if you remember my yesterday's session, so at the very start, what we have seen, it's a recap from the yesterday. First, we will do the recap, then we will move to the revision part of your today's morning session. So yesterday we have seen the while loop. Okay. So already you guys are aware about the problem statement behind using the loops, right? Before that, what was the problem and why we are using the loops? So how many steps are there to define the while loop or to write the while loops? Okay, very first, tell me very first step. Okay, okay, initialization. You can type in the chat, no worry. Initialization. Then second one is condition. Then third one is so your loop means you can say that your control will move inside the loop and there will be the body and you will write some logic or whatever the operation that you want to do. Then you will do increment or decrement. Okay, everyone is clear with this number of steps? How to write the while loop? Everyone, please. It is not like ki while loop is not that much important as you learn the for loop. So it is equally important. You should know the working of this, and as you are going to proceed, there will be some problems which can be solved using the while loop. And at that point, while loop will be more efficient as compared to the for loop. So you will going to uh, analyze these things as you are going to proceed with the curriculum. It's not like you will get an idea about when to use this while loop, when to use for loop. Okay. Now, uh, so let us see one of the example, and you need to tell me what exactly happened in Warrior. Okay. So I'm defining one int, or suppose I'm not defining any variable. While true system dot out dot println hello. What exactly I'm doing over here? Anyone? Please confirm. Will you tell me what exactly will happen over here? While true, and I'm printing something inside this while loop. What exactly I'm doing over here? Is it a finite loop or infinite loop, first of all? Is it a finite or infinite? It is one kind of infinite loop. Okay, while true. So how the flow will be there? So if you see that, first, which statement will get printed? Now always remember one thing, how the execution happens. So execution always happens from top to bottom and left to right. Okay. So once control will enter inside this main method, first line number 4 will get execute. Am I right? then control will come to line number 6. And if you see while true, so this condition is true. So we know that something is true, then definitely the body will get executed, right? So when line number 7 will get executed, again control will move back to line number 6. Can I say that? Yes or no? Then again this statement will get printed. Then again control will move back to the line number 6. So this will go on. Am I right? Will control reach to line number 10? Is it possible? Let us try to run this. This is also one of the very good observation to identify the finite loop or infinite loop. So this is one of the example for infinite loop. Let us run this Java 4.java. Semicolon, no worry, compilation. Okay. So it depends, Rahul, what's the problem statement is. Depends on that, it will going to execute. So what's the problem? Println. Okay, ठीक है. System dot out dot println. Yeah. So what exactly it is telling to me? Read the error. Unreachable statement. Okay. Means your compiler is that much capable to identify the line number 10 will never going to execute in your application. So it is able to identify this is the infinite loop. Am I right? This is able to means your compiler is able to identify this is the infinite loop. Your line number 10 will never execute. So for example, just for the understanding, I'm commenting out this. Okay, and I'm running it again. See, now this time you are going to get the infinite loop, right? Okay. Let us terminate this loop. Uh, Clear out this thing. ठीक है. Now, so in the morning session, you learn about the for loop. Okay. So can I say that in the for loop, sorry, step number out of these 4 steps, means how many steps we are going to combine in the for loop? And so if you notice key whenever we define any while loop, for example, int I equals to 1, right? If I want to print 1 to 10, okay, I'm writing the condition as, then giving some printed statement system dot out dot println. I am printing this I and then I am incrementing it. Okay. So this many steps we are following, then only we are getting the output. Now in the for loop, what advantage I am getting? So already you guys learn about the for loop. Tell me what advantage we are getting. So can I say that if it is a loop, there will be a body. Okay, this body part you will get in every loop. Means in the while loop also you were getting to write some logic, right? But what about this initialization, then condition, then increment or decrement? Can I combine all these 3 steps? So if you notice this, what is this steps? कौन से step है? Can I say that this is step number 2 or 1? It is 1. Then this one is 2. Then this is your body. You can say that. Uh, ठीक है, and this one is a last step. ठीक है. Now, if you see, you need to have the number of condition in order to define the while loop. But these steps 1, 2, and 4 you can combine all these three steps in a single line in the for loop. Am I right? Please confirm. Can I combine all these three steps in a single loop, in a single line? So how to write the for loop? Very simple. Write the first initialization will be there. Then what is the next? Initialization. Then condition, right? Then your whatever the operation you want to do means either you if you want to increment or decrement. Getting it? Then you will get a body to write your code or logic. Yes or no? In the while loop as well, you were getting this body. In the for loop as well, you will get a body. Now, suppose I want to print. I want to print 1 to 10 using for loop. Now, this is very important. I'm going to tell you how exactly for loop works. How exactly for loop works. So everyone is clear with the while loop. Is if you notice yesterday, I have already told you dry run of this while loop. Everyone is comfortable with the dry run part of the while loop. Please confirm. Or do you want me to repeat? Or just a quick recap will do. Quick recap. This is very important. Please, those who haven't understood how the while loop works, so please give the concentration. So let me give you the dry run of this while loop again. Okay. Now, at the very first, you can say that initialization is there. This is going to execute how many times? ये एक ही बार execute होगा. Yes or no? Just give me the reply in the chat so that at least I will understand uh, if you are getting the things. Okay. Then there is a condition. This is the second step. Okay. Control will come to the condition. Okay. After that, you have the body and you have written some print statement. This is the third step of your while loop. Then what will happen? What will happen? This will execute. This is the fourth one. Everyone is clear with this? Increment has happened. After the increment, your control will again go back to the condition. It will again check after the increment, still I value is less than or equals to 10 or not. Okay? Again, this print statement, then again increment, then checking the condition. Then in this way, loops continue till value of I becomes greater than 10. Everyone is clear with this? How while loop works? And if you notice, this line execute only once. Yes or no? Rest of the things are executing again and again till the condition is false. Clear with the while loop? Please confirm. Now let us see how for loop works. Okay. So first we will try to write the code to print the values from 1 to 10. So at the very first, if you notice, I need to initialize. Initialize what? Initialize the variable. I am taking the variable of type int I equals to 0. Is it an initialization? Yes or no? Or I will start with the 1. Okay. Now next condition is I need to write the condition. So till what I need to print the numbers? Till I is less than 10 or less than or equals to 10. So I need to write the equals to operator as well. Till 10 I want to print. Now increment or decrement. So which operator I need to use over here? Please confirm. I plus plus. Okay. Done. That's it. Now you can print your I. Getting it? Getting the basic syntax of the for loop. Is it clear? Sorry. Okay. Now let us see how it works. Let us see the dry run. Okay. Before that, will you tell me which statement is how the initialization will be there? Which one will execute first? You can say that this will execute first. Yes or no? Then tell me which one will get execute? It will check whether the value of I is less than or equals to 10. Yeah, it is. Then which one? Is this third one will execute? What do you think? How many of you think the increment will happen over here? No. So how it is going to execute? Okay. A second. So after this step number 2, your control is going to come inside this for loop. After checking the condition, your control will come inside this for loop, and this is the third step. This is the third step. Then what will be the fourth step now? Tell me. I plus plus. This will be fourth step. Now, after doing the increment, it will again come to which step? Now, अभी इसके बाद cycle will start. So again, it will come back to step number 2. It will check for condition. Then after checking, it will come inside the loop. It will print something. Then again increment will happen. Then it will check for the condition. Are you getting the flow? How for loop works? At the very first iteration, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then for the second iteration, after doing the increment, it will check for condition. Then come inside the for loop. Then print something. Then again increment. Then again checking for the condition. This way, this cycle will continue till you can say that I value will becomes greater than 10. Is it clear with the dry run part? Means how the flow is there for the for loop? Everyone, please confirm. Yeah. Uh, let's see if I'm printing high along with the value of I. Okay. Now let us see detailed dry run. Detailed dry run. Now at the very start, tell me the value of I. At the very start, tell me the value of I, and we are printing something SOP. Okay. Can I say that value of I will be 1? Okay. Now, which condition we are checking? What is the condition? Condition is whether the value of I is less than or equals to 10. Is it true or false? Based on this, you can enter inside this for loop. So, can I say that this is the true? This is true. So, output you will get as, can I say that in this way you will get output? Okay. After printing this, where control will move? Sorry. Where control will move? To I plus plus. What was the value of I? It was 1. Then it will become 2. Right? Then what will happen? This step will be here. whether the value of I, which is 2, is this less than or equals to 10? Yes, it is right. Then this will enter inside this for loop and this will get printed. So you will get the output as I2. Similarly, this will goes on. Suppose now you got the value of I as a 10. Okay? So is this true? Is this true? Is this true? Yes, this is true. Then you will enter inside this for loop. Then which value will get printed? What you will get? Tell me. So you are going to get I 10. Then after printing this, what is the next step? I plus plus. What was the value of I? It was 10. Now it will become 11. Now it will check for the condition. Is 11 less than or equals to 10? Is it true? Is it true? No, it is false. Then will control move inside this for loop? No. So control will shift from here directly to the somewhere after the for loop, whatever you have written. So control will move to that line. You can say that. Okay, will come out of the loop. Yeah, clear? Okay, let us see. Let us try to print something using the for loop. Same statement I'm taking. Printing numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, for int I equals to 1, then I is less than I is less than or equals to 10. I'm writing some statement. Yeah. I'm writing some statement after the for loop so that you will get an idea for loop has been ended. Okay. System dot out dot println 10. Okay. Shall we run this? For dot java. I'm getting the output as per the expectations. Printing 1 to 10, and at the last you are printing something means you can say that your control has been came out of the loop. Everyone is clear with the basic syntax of for loop, at least how for loop works. Now we are going to see the different problem statement to understand the for loop and it's working in the detail. Okay. So if I share you this OJ contest, this is level 1 or level 2, level 1, right? Okay. So how many of you have completed this contest? Okay. So I'm getting the responses as done completed for one. Okay. ठीक है. So let us try to solve this one. Okay. Just give me a second. Just 1 minute. batch is 32, and yeah. So let me share my screen again. Okay. So how many of you are able to solve this question? Arithmetic progression. How many of you are able to solve this question? Solved one. Okay. Okay, read the problem statement and tell me how many of you have understood. And also, if anyone wants to volunteer this question, they can raise their hands. Yeah, I know if you haven't tried, okay, we will try now. Before that, read the questions and tell me whether you have understood it or not. So, yeah, Anurag, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hi, Anurag, how are you?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how are you?
I am fine, sir.
Okay. So, read the question.
Yes, sir. You are given the first term A, common difference of D, and the number of terms N in an arithmetic progression. You write a Java program to print the first N terms of the arithmetic progression. Input three integers separate by space A, first term, the common difference, and N, a number of terms. Output the first n terms of the
Just
arithmetic progression.
wait over here. So, what exactly this line tells you? How many of you observe this line, and how many of you are able to relate this line with the sample input? Tell me.
So three variables will be given me. First first name is A, and second is D, and third is N. First is it is a first term starting point, and N is a end point.
Yeah. So always remember, in order to understand your sample input, always read this line input. So
Okay,
over
sir.
here it is given that you are given the three integers separated by the space. So if you see this input, so
Okay,
they have
sir.
given the three integers and they are separated by the spaces. Yeah, it is right. First term is A, second term is
Equal to true.
common difference, which is
D
D. Then you have n means number of
number
terms that you want to be printed. So A is 2, common
three
difference 3,
and
and
five.
5 number of you can say that numbers to be printed in the sample output. So if you see the just
Yes.
sample output, are you able to see the 5
Okay.
numbers?
Yes, sir.
This is very important. Directly jumping to the implementation part of the given question, this is not the way. First, understand the question. Okay, read the description. Even though if you are not able to understand the given problem with the description, come to the sample input and the sample output. Even though over here, if you see, hint is also given.
Yes, sir.
So you can take the hint, means help of hint as well to understand the given problem in a detailed way. Okay, I'm telling you the approach to understand a given problem. Okay, see, again, I will repeat one more important thing. Writing the code will not take much more time. Okay, now we are just learning how to write the code, but in the long term, remember one thing, understanding the question is should be your first goal. If you understood the question, writing the code will not take much more time. Okay, now,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
okay, Anurag. So in the output, we want the five numbers, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
what you understood by the arithmetic progression first? Tell me
What, sir?
what you understood by the arithmetic progression. Means if you know,
Arithmetic.
yeah. AP.
arithmetic progression means sir कि multiplies and divided in a arithmetic type से जैसे board Morse rules follow.
So I mean, miss, I want the word meaning of arithmetic progression if you know the maths. So, okay, no worry. Tell me the observation from the output. What observation you are getting from the output?
Sir, in this firstly it is a calculate a plus I star I equal I is a length I is a
Okay.
0 2
So,
and
guys,
0 to 5.
in the maths, we already you guys have learned AP, GP. Are you able to recognize this thing?
Yes sir.
So over here, if you notice the difference between two consecutive numbers, they are common. Okay, no
Yes sir.
worry if you don't know. But over here, the difference is common. Okay, if you see this kind of series, even though 1, 3,
3
5,
5
7, 9.
7 9
What is the observation over here? Difference is common. What is the common difference?
difference is common 2 2
So can I say
is
that
different
difference is 2, which is common. So if you see this kind of series, so we can say that this series is called as the arithmetic series or arithmetic progression, AP,
okay.
in short. Getting it? So this
Yes
is
sir.
what we have to print in the output. The terms which they have given to us, they have given the starting number. Over here, if you see starting
Okay.
number was 1, I have taken, but in the sample output, as per the sample input, starting term should be 2. What should
2
be the common difference? 3. So tell me the next term. What should be the next term? If
next
the
term is
common difference is 3, what will be the next term?
sir 2 plus
So
1
you can
star
say
1
that
star 1
2
multiply by
plus
3 sir 5
3
3 multiply by 1
multiplication
1
will not be there over here. Okay, 2 plus 3, it will be 5. Now, what will be the next term? 5 plus
and 2 plus
5 plus 3. In this way, it will work.
3
Okay, difference
okay.
should be 3, na?
Yes sir. Yes.
Okay. Then, later on, we will come to this hint. Don't worry. Then, 8 plus 3, 11.
11
Then,
11 plus 3 14.
14. Shall I move to the after the 14 as well? Do I need to move after the 14? So answer is no. Why? Because if you see value of n should be 5. हमें 5 ही चाहिए.
5.
5 ही numbers
Yes
चाहिए.
sir.
ठीक है? Over here if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got the 5 numbers, right?
Yes.
So everyone understood what exactly they want from us? Please confirm. ठीक है? Now tell me how we can implement this using code. Now I have given you the idea what is the arithmetic progression, how exactly it looks like. Now how we can implement using the code.
Sir, I have done another method using another method sir.
Okay. So if you see the hint, whatever they are given, so we know that common difference, whatever the common difference is there, and based on that, they have just make the constant term as a. If you notice over here, so a is common over here. So see,
Yes
and
sir.
whatever the common difference is there, first they multiply. Even here as well, they multiply common
2
difference by 0.
0.
Then they
Yes sir.
multiply common difference by 1.
1
Then common
multiply by 2
2. Then
multiply by 3
3.
and
Then
multiply by 4.
4. So if you see, if n is 5, but we are moving till 4 only. Why? Because we have started with the 0. How many of you are getting
Yes sir.
this? So can I say that if I want to do the implementation, first of all, do I need to use the loop to implement this? Yes, of course, I need to use the loop only, right? Because right now input is 2, 3, 5. But might be possible I can change
Yes,
the input, right? I don't want to hard code it, right? Right? Now tell me how we can implement using the for loop.
sir.
I don't want to
Go
use
to editor.
directly means I don't want to limit my code for this output only. Okay, that's what I want to tell you now. So if you notice, we want
Five,
total 5 words, right?
five.
Of 5 numbers. Okay. And if you notice the sample hint over here, the A was constant, but we were multiplying the common difference with some value. Then we were able to get some
Yes,
out. Tell me which value should be there so that we will get the output as per the expectation. Tell me.
sir. First में in I we will declare a variable for loop, which is uh, which is
So,
out of
what
n
do you think if I start my loop from
0,
till if I
0
run
to
my
5.
loop till 4? So, how many times I am iterating, including 0 and
5.
4? Can I say that 5 times? Okay,
Yes, sir.
5 times. What is the starting value of I which is coming? What is the starting value of I which is coming? Can I say that 0? So then it will going to increase. So what if I keep I over here? Will it satisfy this condition? If you see this, if I will be there. So see over here it was 0, then it was 1, then it was 2, then 3, then 4. Is it satisfying my condition? Yes or no? How many of you are getting this? Let us try to write the code. Then again, I am going to do the try run to understand this question. Okay? Yeah. So over here, I am going to run my loop for starting from the 0. What should be this condition? Tell me. Tell me the condition. Tell me condition. If you understood the given situation, tell me the condition. Can I use I is less than n? Yeah, I know you guys, some of you are giving the right answer and some of you are giving the answer as I is less than or equals to n. So in the both way, we will try to do the dry run on this. Okay? Okay, don't worry. Now, so I'm going to take one int variable which is going to store my result. Now tell me what should be the uh, sequence or what should be the process I should follow to get the number. If you remember this, see this hint, that's all. Variable A is coming, right? Plus, so can I say that I is going to increment? Then just multiply it by the common difference. Getting it? That's it. System dot out dot print ln num. Will I get the output? Will I get the output? Let us try to run this and see whether we are getting the output as per the expectation or not. So, are you getting the output 2, 5, 8, 11, 14? At least the sequence, whether sequence is right. But if you see the sample output, it should be in a single line separated by the space. So over here, if you notice what kind of output I want, the first n terms of arithmetic progression separated by the space. So how to print numbers in the same line? So we know that if I just replace println with print, I will get the output in the same line. Okay, run this. But is it the space separated? No. So how to add the space? Just do the concatenation. Okay, now run it again. Getting the expected output to 5, 8, 11, 14. Getting the expected output. Shall I submit? Let us try to submit it. Yeah, we got accepted. Now let us do the trial run for this. Let's do the trial run. Those who haven't understood this question, so might be possible you will going to understand through the dry run part. So make sure that you are giving the full concentration. Okay. Now, so over here at the very start, initialization is there. So we have the I, then we have the variable as num. Okay. So what is the starting value of I? Tell me the starting value of I. So starting value is 0. Okay. Then what was n? How many of you remember the value of n, a, and common difference d? So common difference was 3, n was 5, a 2. Getting it? Okay. So is value of I is less than n means what? Currently value is 0. Is 0 less than 5? True. True. Then we will come to this for loop. Okay. Then num will be equals to a plus I into d. Tell me output of this. A plus I into d. So this will be the operation you need to perform. What is a? Starting value is 2. What is I? It is 0 into common difference is 3. What is the output? Can I say that output will be 2? Yes or no? So output is 2. Now, what will be the next step? What will be the next step? After printing your num, you need to do the increment I plus plus, right? So from 0, it will become 1. Yes or no? After doing the increment, condition check will be there. Yes or no? So next, ik value becomes 1. Is 1 less than 5? Yes, it is true. Then again, you will come to for loop. Then again, you need to perform this operation a plus I into d. What is the value of a? 2. What is the value of I? Now this time it is 1 into d common difference 3. What will be the output? Can I say that it is 5? Print output 5, or okay, we can use this shade. Okay, output is 5. Getting it? After printing this state or this line, where my control will shift? Tell me. Where control will shift after printing this? Can I say that increment will be there? So I was 1, now it will become 2. Then it will check for the condition whether value of I, which is 2, is it less than 5? Is it less than 5? Yes. Then come inside this loop, then do this operation. A plus I into D. What is the A? 2. What is the value of I? 2 into 3 plus 6 plus 2, 8. Yes or no? So just after doing this process, print it. So output will be 8. Okay. Then again increment will be there. Okay. What was the value of 5? 2. Now it will become 3. Yes or no? How many of you are with me till now? How many of you are with me till now? Please confirm. Now value of I is 3. Again it will check for the condition. Is this true? Is this true? What is the condition now? Is 3 less than 5? Yeah, it is true. And do this operation. I is 2 plus, sorry, A is 2, then I is 3. Common difference is again 3. What is the output? 11. So print output. Okay, print the output. Got it? Printed. Then again control will move back to the increment. What was the value of I? It was 3. Now it become 4. Now it will check for the condition whether 4 less than 5. Yeah, it is true. Then it will come to this for loop. Then do this operation. 2 plus I is 4 into 3. What is the output? 14. Print output. Next line, print output. Now, next thing is very, very interesting. Now you will understand what we should write. Whether I is less than n or I is less than or equals to n. Okay. Now, what will be the next step? I plus plus. What was the value of I? It was 4. Now it becomes 5. Then again we will check for this condition. What is this condition? What is this condition? Whether 5 is less than 5. Is it true? How many of you think this is true? So this is the false condition. False. So control will never come to this for. Okay? Nothing will get printed. Control will directly come out of the for. So how many of you have understood the dry run part of this problem? Okay, at the very first, I understand that might be it takes some time, but it's okay. We are going to have this kind of dry run every day. Don't worry. So soon you will also going to understand the flow of the for loop. I am also recommending you guys to do the same kind of thing from your side whenever you are going to solve the questions. Now, come back to our OJ. Just a second, let me clear this. Yeah, fine. So some of you were telling me ki, we can also write this one. So is it true? What does it mean? It means that you are starting from 0 and you are also including the 5. So overall you are printing the 6 numbers at the output. Am I right? This is what it means. But I initially, if you understand the yesterday's loops, we were starting with the 1. Okay? But now we are starting with the 0. Now tell me, is it possible if I start with 1 and if I write this condition, so what modification I need to do in the code? Tell me, what modification I need to do in the code if I write this condition? Do I need to do any modification first of all? So let us try to run it first. Run it. So if you see that it is starting with the 5, it is ending with the 70. So can I say that it is not giving me the starting number and it is giving me the number which is going beyond the 14, right? So let me tell you one thing. Can you do this thing? Is it possible if I do I minus 1 into D? Now is it possible to get the output which I want? Let us try to check. Yeah, it is giving me the output whatever I want. What I did, I just started with the 1, but whenever I am doing the operation, I just use I minus 1. Okay, this extra thing I need to do. But what I can recommend you, even though we can submit it. Okay, let me try to submit. Getting it? It is getting accepted. Okay, I am recommending you start with the 0 and use this condition. Okay, is it clear, everyone? Please confirm. Okay, now let us come to the next question. I think leap year question is easy. Everyone will be able to solve. Again, one more problem is there, which is the series. Okay, again, very simple. How many of you have solved this? Yeah, Shivam, you are right. Okay. So anyone wants to volunteer this question, and no matter whether you will able to give me the right answer or wrong answer, it is a learning. Okay, and it's okay even though if you give me the wrong answer. No one will going to judge you. Don't worry, miss, if you are not miss, if you are worrying about this thing. I want the new faces already if you have got the chance, but I want the new faces. Okay. Siba Shankar. Yeah. Are you there, Siba Shankar?
Yes, sir. I am here.
Hi, how are you?
I am fine, sir.
So read the question.
You are given a positive integer n. Write a Java program to calculate and print the sum of the series 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus till 2n minus 1.
So let me give you idea key what exactly we need to do. Siba Shankar, you have to remain unmuted. And if you don't get anything in between, you can ask me. Okay. So in short, they want us to print the numbers in this way. Okay.
Yes.
And how you can print this? They have given the formula as well. The formula is 2n minus 1. Okay.
Yes.
2n minus 1. Now n, suppose n is 5. Okay. And at the last, we need to find out the sum as well. At the last, we need to find out the sum as well. So suppose we are starting n from 1 and if we go till 5. So let us start n with 1. N की value है 1. Now just put this n equals to 1 in this formula and tell me the output. What will be the output, Sivasankar? Just put n equals to 1.
1, sir.
1. Now put n equals to 2. Tell me the output.
0.
N equals to 2.
Sorry, 3, sir.
Multiplication is there.
Yes,
It
sir.
will
3. 3.
be. Now put n equals to 3. Tell me the output.
5.
N equals to 4. What will be the output?
7.
Just you need to double it and minus 1. Nothing else. Double it, do subtract 1. Double it, subtract 1. What will be the output? 2 into 5 minus 1. 2 into 5 is 10.
Answer 9.
So till 5 only we need to go. Now have you understood how the sample input is there? And as per this, we have generated one series. Now what we need to do? We need to do the sum of this all number. 1 plus 3 plus
Plus 5.
5 plus 7
7.
plus. Tell me the
9.
sum of this. 9 plus what? 10. 10 plus 8, 18.
18.
18 plus 11, 25.
25.
Everyone got the output? How it is working? How the output is coming as a 25? Everyone? Simple. Now tell me, Siva Shankar, if I want to solve this using the for loop, how I can?
Sir, we should take first initialization value.
Okay. It is already solved. Okay. Now tell me.
For we will take for loop and then initialization value I equal to
So from
integer.
for loop,
integer I equal to 1,
Okay.
then I should be less than equal to 5.
5, but see, 5 was our hard-coded value over here. But over here, if you see, we are just having the name of n, and
Oh,
from
sorry.
backend,
N.
we are supplying the different values of n to test your code, right?
Yes, sir.
So it
N.
should be n.
N.
Everyone
then
getting this?
increment
Why we
value.
write the n over here, not the 5? Everyone, please confirm. Is it clear why we write n? Variable name I'm writing, right? Okay. Then tell me.
Increment value
ठीक है,
I
I
plus
plus
plus.
ठीक है, after that
After that,
hmm.
small
So
thing.
I first of all what output they want, see the output they want sum, ठीक है, sum
So
of all numbers, ठीक है, and how the
then
numbers
we
will be
need to
generated, they will be generated in this way, ठीक है.
then first we need to take some integer sum equal to 0.
Okay, good. So we need to take the one integer. Why? It is
Integer
going to hold my
sum,
overall sum, right?
overall
Sum
sum.
is
Yes,
0. Then
sum equal to
sum equals to
sum plus
sum plus
2, sorry,
2n minus 1. But
2n
over
minus
here,
1.
if you see n, it will be always 5. Okay, it is not going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But which is changing over here? Tell me which variable is changing over here. Now I'm writing the
I.
code. I is changing, right? So
Yes,
2 into
2.
I is variable, right? Okay, minus 1.
1.
Everyone clear with this? So let us try to first see
Sum dot
whether we
out
are
dot
getting the
sum.
right numbers or not in the output. Okay, let us see. Yeah, so over here, oh, are you getting the right output?
No, sir.
What is the
Yes.
remaining?
We need to write after for loop. System
After?
out dot println.
Okay.
Outside
Okay.
the for loop.
Actually, I wanted to show you the numbers, whether which are getting the right numbers or not. So 2 into I minus 1. Okay. So just we will see the numbers, whether we are getting the right numbers or not, right? Means series, whether we are getting the right series or not. So are we getting the right series? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Over here, see, are we getting the right output as a series? Right now, just I wanted to show you how the series will look like. Okay. Now
Yes,
it is as per the our formula. Now I can print out this. I can do the sum, and at last I need to print the sum. Right? It is a single variable. Okay. Run this again. So yeah, we are getting the output as 25. It is as per the expectation. Let us try to submit it. So yeah, it got accepted. So everyone is clear with this, how we have used the for loop to solve this given question.
yes.
So remember one thing, in a given problem, see how the input and output is coming. Then think about the code. Okay, if you understood the flow of input and output, then rest of the things कितना time लगा इसके लिए? Actually, only this much steps it requires.
A maximum of 5 minutes, 2 minutes.
So hardly 1 minute will be required to write this code. Yes or no?
Yes.
ठीक है? Okay, Sibasankar, you can do it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So we'll take some problems from the level 2 as well. ठीक है, तो from A to B, how many of you have solved this question? One of the very simple, right? So anyone wants to volunteer? Let me unmute random. Don't worry, even though if you are getting unmuted, it's okay. Just try to speak, okay, whatever you know. So through this, I will also going to get idea, okay, how much you are understanding the concepts or how much you are getting the things. Okay. So yeah, Akash Kumar, are you there? Akash Kumar. Responding. Rakshak. Are you there, Rakshak?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So hi Rakshak, how are you?
I'm good, sir. I'm doing well.
So have you understood this question? What we need to do over here?
Yes, sir. I'm reading it.
Read it. Take your time. No worry. Take your time. Read it. Okay, fine. It is try to read this line.
You are given two numbers stored in variables with the following names: maximum and minimum.
Okay.
You have to
Then
print all the numbers from minimum to maximum, including maximum. Print each numbers on a new line. For example, if the value stored in maximum equal to 19 and the value stored in minimum equal to 14, then the output will be 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. The value
so
stored, no,
yeah,
the
fine,
value
fine.
stored is
It's okay. So if you see this, this is the excluding, not the including. Okay, first of all. Means excluding means what? Excluding means what? Means I do not need to consider this. ठीक है, इसको consider ही नहीं करना है. ठीक है. Now if you see, if minimum is 14 and maximum is 19, so how the output is coming? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Is it printing the 19 as well, Rakshak?
no, sir.
Means it
It's
is
excluding.
neglecting it,
Yes.
not considering it.
Yeah.
Right? So tell me how we can solve this. Any idea?
Yes. Like using for loop.
Okay. We can use the for loop. So how the for loop will look like? You have the variable name max
Yes.
and min. कहाँ से start करना है? Min से या max से?
Mean.
Min. So first initialization will be there. So I'm
Yeah.
taking the variable of type int
Minimum
min
equal to 14.
I equals to min or something else. I need to define the variable, right?
Yeah, sir. Equal.
So I equals to min. Then what is the next step in the for loop? Initialization is done. Then condition. What is the condition?
Minimum.
Means we used to write, if you remember, I is less than or equals
Yeah.
to 10, I is less than 5. Means
Minimum is less than or
hmm.
equal to maximum, right, sir?
So variable is I. ठीक
Yeah.
है? So we are dealing with the variable. As per the variable, we are going to print the output. We have the reference, means starting value and the ending value. We have to consider the starting one, but we have to neglect the end one. So can I say that this one I is less than max? This is less than operator.
Okay.
ठीक है? Means it will not include the max value. It will include the values which are lesser than the max variable.
Yeah.
Getting it?
Getting
Then what is the next step?
I plus.
increment. Increment by 1 only. Okay, if you see the output, they are incrementing by 1. Now, next thing is what? Just you need to print it. क्या print करना है? Hi. So, guys, will you able to solve this question? Easy. ठीक है? So, I'm not going to write the implementation. I hope you will be able to solve this. Okay, Rakshak, you can mute. Thank you. ठीक है? Let us see this question. Masai divisors. So always remember one thing, guys. Whenever I will unmute you, now, so whatever the understanding will be there when you speak with me. So this understanding will be very permanent in terms of remembering those concepts. This is my observation. So try to speak, try to raise your hands. Okay. Now tell me, I want to solve this question. Who wants to volunteer? I want someone who haven't solved this, not someone who is already solved. Okay. I want someone who have not solved this question. Means looking at very first time. Is there anyone? Okay, Abhishek. Yeah, hi Abhishek, are you there?
Yeah, hi, sir.
How are you?
Yeah, great, sir.
So read the
But,
problem.
sir, okay. So you are provided a three integer, a left, right, and a k. So your task is to write a program that find out count of all such numbers between left and a right, both inclusive, which are divided by the k.
Which are divided by
Divided by the k.
Okay. So or even though if you haven't understood with the help of this description, what should be the next step? Come to the sample input and the output. See the sample input 1, 10, and 3 is given, and output is 3. Now see the hint. See the hint, Abhishek, and tell me what
Yeah.
exactly happening over here.
Okay, in the hint, so we have to move like left to right, which is 1 to 10, and we have to check all, like we have to put the one condition. If the number is divisible by the 3, any of the number which is present 1 to 10 is divisible by the 3 or a k, so we have to take that number, or we have to put that number as well.
So these are the 3 variables, right?
Yes.
Left, right, and k. Now we need to check from left to right, both are inclusive. We have to consider all the numbers which are coming from 1 to 10. Can I say that? This is
Yes.
what they have given the description. Both are inclusive, right? And what I need to check, how many numbers are there which are divisible by 3? Tell me from 1 to 10, how many numbers are there which are divisible by 3?
So 3 numbers, 3, 6, and 9.
3, 6, and 9. And if you see, this time we do not need to find out the sum. We just need to find out the count. What is the count?
3.
Count is 3. So how many of you have understood this question? What we need to do over here? Please confirm. Everyone, have you understood this question? Okay. Now, Abhishek, help
Yes.
me out with the implementation.
So we can solve both, like we can use the while loop as well as for loop, both.
We can
So-
use over here for loop and for loop.
Yeah, both
Okay.
can. So while, let's use the while if
Sorry,
okay, so
so
we
you
have
want
to
me to
initialize.
use while loop?
No, both can be, like we can use both, anyone.
Okay.
So firstly we have to initialize the variable which is count.
So can I take int type of variable which is equals whose name is count and initialize with which value 1,
0.
0, 2, 0.
0.
Okay.
And then we have to create an for loop
For loop,
for
okay.
int I equals to the left
Left,
and I less than equals to the right, and then I plus plus. And then we have to put the one condition, if I modulus k equals to 0. So we have to do the count plus plus.
Count plus plus.
Yeah.
Then
And outside of the loop, we have to print that system.out.println that count.
fine. Only
Yeah.
this thing we need to do. So
Yeah.
see how much time it is taking if you understood the question. That's what I wanted to say you. Whenever you are solving any DSA problem, so first understood the given question. It is one of the very important part. Okay, might be possible you need to take the help of pen and pencil, use the blank paper to do the dry run from your side as well. How the flow is there. Okay, try to change the sample input from your side. Take any arbitrary numbers from your side. Try to check the output and verify your output from here. Because at the very first, if you don't submit the code, you will not able to see the test cases, right? So you can take your test cases as well, and you can check, right? Let us try to submit it. Yeah. Okay, Abhishek. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You can mute yourself. Okay, so identifying the prime. Everyone knows how to identify the primes. Do I need to take this? No? Okay, fine. Let us try to take this one. Counting to the smallest greater sum. ठीक है, last level 2 last question. ठीक है, so anyone who have not solved this question, I want the volunteer who has not solved this question. Anyone? Let me unmute someone. Badal, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hi Badal, how are you?
Hi, sir. I'm good, sir.
Yeah. So have you solved this question?
Not yet.
Okay, no worry. So will you read this question?
Yeah, sir. Am I a math enthusiast? Enjoy solving a mathematical puzzle? She set herself a challenging task. Given a positive integer target, she wants to find the count of terms that must be added from 1 to n to achieve a sum that is just greater than the largest number, target number.
Targeted number, right?
Yeah.
See the output. Yes, so see the input, how the input is coming. Read this. First line will be of n, right? Second line will be of t. T means targeted value, and first one is n. Okay. Now, what is the output? What we want to calculate? Read it.
An integer representing the count of terms Emma needs to add to reach the smallest sum greater than the target number.
Smallest sum greater than the targeted number. Okay. But how we are going to find out the sum? So see the hint. Hint is also given. See the hint, Badal. What Ema is doing over here.
Yeah, in this case, Emma needs to add the following terms from 1 to 10 to get the smallest sum greater than 25.
Can I say that if number is 10, what Ema is doing? Ema is just calculating the sum starting from 1 to that number. Means she's just doing the normal sum. Can I say that?
Yes, sir.
Till what? Till what?
Till n.
Not till end. So if you see that, now first of all tell me. So,
Until 28.
so for example, n is 10, starting from 1. Now tell me 1 plus 2.
3,
3. 3 plus 3.
6,
6. And 6 plus 4.
10,
10. 10 plus 5.
15,
15. Then 50 plus 6.
21,
Right? 21 plus 7.
28.
28. Now, if you see that when she reaches to 28, she is stopping. So, any pattern, if you are able to see with respect to 25, why she is stopping at 28 only? She has option to do this 28 plus 8 as well, which is 36. Why she is stopping over here? Anyone who has
Because 25 is
identified
the highest number in the input.
25 is the
Highest number.
okay. So if you see the targeted number, and when she reaches to a number which is greater than or equals to targeted number, she is stopping. Can I say that?
Yes, sir.
And what output they want? How the 7 is coming? Badal? How the 7 is coming? So if you see that we have added the 7 numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this count they want. Key after how many numbers needs to be added to get a number or to get a sum which is greater than or equals to targeted value, targeted number. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, please confirm. If no, I can repeat it again, but you have to be very specific if you haven't understood this question. So at least type no if you haven't, if even a single no is there. So let us try to repeat it. Okay. Now, so how many of you just understood this problem statement? What exactly we need to do in this question? How many of you have understood? क्या करना क्या है यहाँ पर? क्या वही समझ में नहीं आया? ठीक है? No worry. What we need to do, if n is given as a 10, we need to find out sum of all the numbers from 1 to n till we will get sum just greater than or equals to targeted value. Okay, whenever we will get this condition, we just need to check out कि कितने number को मिलाकर this sum has happened. Yes or no? This is what we need to do. If I show you the dry run again, suppose I want to do the sum starting with the 0, I have n equals to 10. Okay, so when n equals to 1, what is the sum? Tell me the sum. Can I say that it is 1 only? Badal, are you there?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. When n equals to 2, what is the sum? Sum में क्या करना है? Sum plus equals to n. Tell me the output when n equals to 2. What is the sum? Badal?
And plus some plus.
Okay, let me do some clear drawing over here. So we have two variable, one is n and one is sum. So as per the value of n, I need to do the sum. Okay, when n equals to 1, we need to add this n to the sum. Means some variable की value कैसे आ रही है? Sum equals to sum plus n. ठीक है? When n equals to 1, what will be the sum? Tell me.
1,
1. ठीक है? When n equals to 2, what is the value of sum?
3,
3. When n equals to 3, guys, you need to also type in the chat. What is the sum?
6, sir.
6. N equals to 4. Sum.
10, 10,
N equals to 5. Sum.
15,
N equals to 6.
21,
20. N equals to 7.
28.
28. Now, if you notice that when we add n in the sum, so is this sum is greater than or equals to targeted value? What is the targeted value?
25.
25. Is this condition true?
Yes.
1 is greater than or equals to 25.
Sorry. That's false.
False. Similarly, is 3 greater than or equals to 25?
False.
Is 10 greater than or equals to 25?
False.
Is 15 greater than or equals to 25?
False.
Is 28 greater than or equals to 25?
True.
This is true. This is where we need to stop. How many of you are getting this? Now, whenever we achieve this condition, we need to count off all the numbers कि कितने numbers को मिलाकर ये sum आई है. This is what EMA is doing. तो आपको just EMA का काम करना है पूरा. So count is 7. Got it? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now help me with the implementation, Badal. Come on, we have the very less time. Tell me, कितने variables चाहिए first of all? How many variables I need to clear?
I.
So before that, we need to find out the sum, na?
Yes. Sum is equal to 0.
Initialize sum with 0. After that, if you see the output, I need to find out the count as well. So I need to declare one more variable, which is count. Everyone clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Now, need to run the for loop. Tell me the condition for the for loop. Taking the variable as I, starting from 0 or 1.
0.
Over here, it is given. We need to start
Yeah,
with
from
the
1 to n.
okay? I is less than
And
it should be less than or equals to. What do we think?
less than equal to.
Should be less than or equals to. We need to include the n as well. Then I plus plus. Tell me what I need to check. If or before if I need to do something, then we need to check for the condition. Tell me the flow.
No.
Someone is telling that I need to update the sum. Okay. Sum plus. Okay. Then what I need to do? What I need to do? Do I need to do directly count plus plus? Okay. Then, okay, if you are telling me I need to do the count plus plus, then no, it's okay. Even though if you are telling me, we will see what can be the possibility. What condition I need to check? If sum is greater than or equals to which value? Which value? Targeted value. अगर ये कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई हो जाती है तो क्या करना है मुझे? स्टॉप करना है ना यहीं पे. मेरे लूप को स्टॉप करना है कि रुक जा. I want whatever I wanted. Means I got whatever I wanted, right? So how to stop your loop if this condition is satisfied? Can I use break statement to end my loop? Badal? Okay, mute कर दिए, no worry. Okay, no worry. Can I use the break statement? Now can I print a output? System dot out dot println. Will I get the right answer? What do you think? How many of you think we will get the right answer? So some of you are telling that sum greater than t can also be taken, but might be possible na कि sum equals to t can also be possible. We need to have this condition. It is already mentioned over here. So read the description properly, so you will understand why I have written greater than or equals to. Okay, let us try to test. So 7. Is it as per the sample input? Yeah, we wanted 7. Let us try to submit it. We are getting as a partial accepted. And if you see few test cases, they are not getting accepted. For 5 and 10, we are getting the wrong output. Why? Why? So we have to use sum is greater than t. Let us see. It is getting accepted. So why exactly was the reason? Have you understood? So see this statement. We need to stop whenever we will get sum is greater than targeted value. Just stop your loop. Okay? So this is the difference. Just using a single operator, you are getting the output as a partial accepted. So see the problem statement. Based on this only, we are getting this condition, whether it should be greater than or whether it should be greater than or equals to. Everyone, is it clear? Please confirm. So we have only 2 minutes left. So just try it out from your side as well. And if you have any doubt and all these things, so you have the stand-ups, right? So try to resolve during the stand-up, even though if it is not resolved, so we will try to take in the tomorrow's session. I'm stopping the recording.